So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we're going to be talking about Cardi B announcing that she is pregnant with baby number 3 and also divorcing her husband Offset. Now, I made a video about Cardi B like last week stating that her career to me has kind of come to a flop because she isn't performing how I feel like her career trajectory would have gone. And I did see some comments that were saying that we need to have grace for Cardi B and that she is pregnant. At the time, that was my first time even hearing pregnancy rumors, literally y'all putting it in my comments. I thought that was just hearsay or people just saying that, but it comes out that she truly is pregnant. And then I think the biggest shocker is the fact that she's divorcing her husband Offset. These two were married in September 2017. They got together pretty much at the height of Cardi's career, and I feel like it's just been a roller coaster of emotions, scandals, infidelity, and drama ever since. So Cardi makes the announcement via her Instagram. She says, "With every ending comes a new beginning. I am so grateful to have shared this season with you. You have brought me more love, more life, and most of all, renewed my power. Reminded me that I can have it all. You've reminded me that I have never had to choose between life, love, and my passion. I love you so much and cannot wait for you to witness what you've helped me accomplish, what you pushed me to do. It's so much easier taking life's twists, turns, and tests laying down, but you, your brother, and your sister have shown me why it's worth it to push through." Now, I will never wish down on a woman who is dealing with something as serious as pregnancy, as well as something as serious as a divorce. I feel like this is actually a very compromising situation for her, and I truly hope that based off of Offset's track record, she is going to stand on business. Cardi B has kind of done the same thing again and again. There seems to be this trend where Cardi B is about to release a project, whether that's a song or most importantly, her anticipated sophomore album, and her husband and her break up or have some type of public dispute, and then they end up getting back together, working it out, and then it's business as usual. So I hope for the sake of the fact that Cardi is now pregnant, which is something that is very serious, and she's going to be a mother of 3, that she's realized her self-worth and what she deserves for herself and her children is not Offset. And it's been that time and time again with so many examples of that. I feel like people saw this coming, and maybe Cardi B has been stirring this up for a little while and just decided to make it very firm. But at the very least, good for her for taking this big step to say, I'm not going to put up with this anymore and walking away from the situation. This divorce may be long and it may be messy, or it may be short and concise. We don't know. But at the end of it, she is walking away with a little bit more of her dignity and her being isolated from Offset, who in my opinion has kind of been the downside to her career overall. So I wanted to discuss this a little further because this is truly breaking news, and Cardi B has kind of been on the pop culture radar for the last week, if not the last few weeks, and it's just a very dynamic situation overall. So I've broken this video down into one overall main talking point. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So my one and overall main talking point is just discussing Cardi B being pregnant, but also divorcing her husband Offset. I feel like this doesn't shock some, but it does shock me because oftentimes when you see your friend or your homegirl, your cousin, mom, sister, whomever, and they're in a relationship that isn't serving them and there's blatant disrespect with infidelity and other things, you try to get them to realize that you are probably better off single than you are in a relationship or married. So I know for a fact that there's been a lot of people in Cardi's corner, from her friends, her sister, maybe her parents, that have told her to leave Offset and really stay gone. But she has yet to do that. Like, she hasn't done that. So I feel like for some it's a shocker that she is actually going to stand on business, and maybe for others it's like, we'll believe it when we see it. And I'm somewhere in between. Let's kind of backtrack on how we got to this point. Cardi B and Offset actually met in early 2017. They went to the Super Bowl together, and that's when they had their first date. The two actually got married within the same year in September 2017. So really they were dating and married within 7 months. But I believe sometimes people fall in love pretty fast and they make serious rash decisions because of that. Cardi B had her daughter Culture in July 2018, which means if they were married in September 2017 and having a baby in July, that's literally about the 9 to 10 months of pregnancy before the baby was born. So it did seem like they kind of rushed to do a shotgun wedding. I feel like Cardi B probably didn't want to have a baby unless she was married, and so they hurried up and got married, and then they welcomed their daughter. The sickest part of that is that this is at the height of Cardi B's career. She literally dropped Invasion of Privacy in April 2018, so her getting pregnant right before that and still being pregnant right after the album drop definitely stunted the promotion of the album. The album still won a Grammy, the album still went #1 because the people liked Cardi. People were really admiring her come up, her personality, and how successful she became. fame, but a lot of things are short-lived, and that's why people are pushing for a sophomore album. But when you think about it, she came into pop culture and hip-hop relevance. She drops Bodak Yellow in June 2017, which is literally her biggest song ever, the song that put her on. She then marries Offset 2 months later. She gets pregnant around the same time, has a baby pretty much a year after her debut single, but a few months after her debut album, and then it just seems like it's been a bunch of malarkey in her marriage ever since. These two have pretty much had an on-again, off-again relationship. I think it's lasted as long as it has because there's a marriage involved, and I think when it comes to splitting assets or just going through the process of divorcing, it's not that it's not challenging, but I think they tried their best to maintain the relationship because of the equity they probably built together, both of them being huge A-list celebrities, having young children, and the expectation to have their relationship last. But throughout the last 7 years, the couple has been on the rocks. Literally, they were married in September 2017, like I said, but in October 2017, Cardi posted a picture to her Instagram saying that she was single, just for her to delete it, and then the very next day, she stated that she loves her man. She posted the following Twitter message saying, "Nah, but on a serious note, I really love my man. He was gifted to me from Jesus." Not to mention, Offset didn't even propose until October 2017, but the two were already married. So I feel like they played a little bit with the media and the public because they got married for the sake of getting pregnant, in my opinion, and probably not wanting to have a baby outside of wedlock. And then to make things look more official or just to save face, Offset does the proposal a month later at Philly's Power 99 Powerhouse event, which for some reason I've never been to, even though I'm from Philly. And he does it in front of a huge crowd. Obviously, it gets picked up by every media outlet at the time, and now we're believing that they're engaged to be married. I'm not sure if they didn't think people would realize the discrepancy in the dates. When you get married through the law, there's a file of it on record, but needless to say, the two still got married and then welcomed their daughter in July 2018. They then had another baby named Wave, which is their son, who was born in September 2021. But literally, Cardi B filed for divorce in September 2020. I guess the two were able to work it out, and then she got pregnant again and then had her son a year later. And I think that's why people say there's a repeated pattern with their relationship. So now that they've gotten into this divorce and people are saying that she's standing on it, I would truly hope that she truly is. Not because I want to see a family break up, not because I want to see the downfall of Cardi B, I would never want to see that, but just simply because I don't think she deserves all that she's been put through at the sake of her now ex-husband Offset. Let's not forget that in December 2018, Offset gets on stage to crash Cardi B's concert performance to serenade her with flowers in this whole stunt to try to win her back. But reminder, Cardi B had announced her pregnancy in April 2018 during her Saturday Night Live performance, and I remember watching that. She looked beautiful, the dress was lovely, and it was unexpected, yet she had announced her baby and had her baby 3 months later, and then 6 months later in December, Offset is getting on stage saying, "Take me back." Offset and his infidelities, his cheating, his disrespect has been a long game, and it seems like it's been happening since the beginning of this marriage, and I feel like Cardi B should have left a long time ago because it seems like he has never ever stopped. The big scandal was Cardi B literally having to go to jail and enter a guilty plea because of the hand that she played in orchestrating a brawl between two sisters that worked at a bar in New York. One allegedly slept with her husband Offset, and Cardi sent a man and a woman to basically beat her up. Now, it's not quite murder for hire, but it is beat down for hire, and that happened also in 2018. That was August 2018.
Today from singer Cardi B for her role in a fight at a strip club in Queens several years ago. And because of the plea deal, the rapper, whose real name is Belcalis Alamanzar, will avoid jail time. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lands is live outside the courthouse in Kew Gardens, Queens, with much more on today's proceedings. Shantae.
Liz, Cardi B walked out of court here in Queens seemingly relieved. She took a plea deal, which means she pleaded guilty to orchestrating attack against two women inside a strip club. Under oath, rapper Cardi B says one word: yes, as she enters a guilty plea. The Grammy Award-winning artist, whose real name is Belcalis Almanzar, was set to go on trial this week, but accepted a plea deal to avoid prison. Cardi pleaded guilty to assault and reckless endangerment in connection with a fight at a Queens strip club. A fight she admitted in court as part of the plea deal that she orchestrated with co-defendants Jeffrey Bush and Tawana Jackson Morrell to attack two sisters working at the club. It was allegedly in retaliation against one of them, who she believes slept with her husband Offset. In court, she admitted to exchanging direct messages on Instagram and a video of the fight being sent to her of the attack.
Is it true that you acted in concert with defendant Bush, defendant Jackson Morrell, and others who repeatedly struck Rachel Watley, an employee at said nightclub, pulled her hair, punched her in the head, and slammed her head into the bar countertop, causing Rachel Watley to sustain physical injury?
Cardi B walked out of court a free woman. No jail time as part of the deal.
Cardi, do you have anything you want to say about today's case? Anything you might say?
No idea what that meant, but she appeared to be in good spirits. The 29-year-old wife and mother of two now has to serve 15 days of community service in Queens.
As soon as she does this community service, which will obviously be consistent with the community service she does anyway, that will be the end. There'll be no probation, there'll be no other sentence.
Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz says no one is above the law. She says her office is satisfied with the outcome. Meanwhile, Cardi B has to serve that community service in this borough in Queens.
So the timeline literally goes, she knew Offset, but went on the first date in February 2017. 7 months later, she's pregnant and married to him by September 2017. And then about 7 months later, she drops her debut album, Invasion of Privacy. 3 months later, she gives birth to her daughter. 1 month later, she finds out about Offset cheating with the girls that worked at the bar, hires somebody to inflict violence on them. 4 months later, Offset is on stage trying to win her back. 2 months later, in February 2019, they attend the Grammys there. I mean, it is a little bit too much PDA, but this was to signify that maybe the two have worked things out. And let's not forget, Cardi B won a Grammy that year. So it seemed like 2019 was a pretty good year for their marriage. They got back together, things were going okay. There really wasn't that many scandals. Even at the end of 2019, Cardi B gifted Offset $500,000 for his birthday.
You deserve that.
That's $500,000. $500,000.
Which, looking back on it now, I know these people are super rich and they have a lot of money, but I'll be damned if I gave somebody $500,000 and they just won't stop cheating on me. You can't even get a 4 for 4 out of me, honestly. But then it's 8 months later, and now it's September 2020, and Cardi B files for divorce again. But then a month later, she actually files to dismiss the divorce without prejudice, meaning if she wants to file for divorce again, she can, which is exactly what she's doing now 4 years later. So then 9 months after that, she has her son in September 2021, which I guess makes sense because it's like, okay, at the end of 2020, she wanted to be done, but then she found out she was pregnant, so she stayed. And then now it just seems like it's the whole same thing again. So I get why people have discrepancies on whether she's gonna go through it or not. I mean, just a few weeks ago, her and Offset were at Disney World in Paris, friends, and they were walking around like a married couple, and she was clearly pregnant in this clip. So I feel like this union was doomed from the beginning. And when I think about it, Cardi B is currently 31 years old. She got married 7 years ago, meaning that she was 24. And I know people get married at 24, but I didn't realize how young she was when this was all happening and how fast she rushed into it. And I think as young people, when you are swaddled into love, you're love bombs, you're at the highest point of your life, you do want to seek that happily ever after, which is common with a lot of young girls and young women. And I think that's what happened here. She was leaving her old life behind because now she's this big star, this big rapper. She has a song that's going crazy at the time, an album that's going crazy. She attracted an A-list rapper. She's probably boosted and her ego is completely on the roof, and she gets with Offset and ties herself to him very quickly. The glitz and the glam of her new lifestyle and her new popularity is literally on overload. Unfortunately, Cardi B didn't properly vet the situation. Offset has 3 kids by 3 other women, and again, just like I said in the baby mama failed video, I don't know what makes a woman think that being the 4th baby mother is going to change anything with that man. What in the Summer Walker be going on with a lot of y'all? And I'm not even saying that to shade Summer Walker. I like the song 4th Baby Mother by Summer Walker. I indeed like the fact that Sierra came on there and had that prayer, but at the end of the day, it's all inevitable. If you're a man's 4th baby mother, you're just gonna get 4 times the problems. And the sad part with Cardi B is that she actually has something to lose. She actually had more popularity than him, or at least grew to have more popularity than him. She had her own career, her own bag, her own everything going on. And I feel like it's been diminished by Offset's infidelities in this marriage being on again and off again. People were commenting on my Cardi B flopped video saying that Offset is really the downfall of her career. And I actually do feel like he played a huge role as to why she is where she is in her musical career. You can't put out an album and tour if you're pregnant. It's just almost impossible. And I don't put that expectation on a mother, especially a first-time mother. And then when you get it together and your career is progressing on, now you're dealing with infidelities. It seems to be like every 4 to 6 months, but then you're also getting pregnant. And it's just been a revolving cycle. And I feel like Offset has literally been the reason why Cardi B has not flourished in the way that people thought that she would, because it seems like he's a narcissist. Every single time she starts getting some type of shine or promotion or spotlight, it seems like he wants to take it away from her by having her sit sit down and be pregnant for 9 months, but then also promoting himself and his desires and his wishes beyond hers, which isn't a marriage. It's not even a friendship. It's not even a partnership. These two rushed to get married. She got pregnant really fast. Maybe she didn't believe in abortions, decided to keep her baby, or maybe she thought that having her baby would solidify her union with Offset, being that at the time he was a bigger star than her, and he was in the Migos, which was a huge rap group, and she went with it. But it seems like it hasn't worked out in her favor. Now she's pregnant with baby number 3, and I truly hope that third time is the charm. Like, this baby should honestly be named Charm. Third time's the charm, that she's gonna have to file for this divorce, or that the third child is actually gonna be the reason why she gets away and stays away. According to the Jasmine brand, it says Cardi B's friends are hoping she doesn't go back and forth on her divorce from Offset this time around. The Up rapper 31 filed for divorce from the Migos rapper 32 this week after nearly 7 years of marriage, and just after he was accused of cheating with another woman. Cardi B also announced that she is pregnant with their third child together yesterday. Her friends are said to be concerned that she may not go through with the divorce, as this isn't the first time she filed. She also filed in September 2020 but dropped the proceedings that November. Last year she declared she was single before sparking reconciliation reports with Offset again. One of Cardi B's friends told People magazine that the split is something that they have been discussing and talking about for a while. It wasn't like, oh, she just woke up one day, some incident happened, and that was it. She's been very calm about everything, and she's been focused on her kids. She is excited about this new baby, and she's recording, so everything with her is actually pretty good. They added that Cardi and Offset have had marital woes for the last year, but everything appears to be amicable amid their split. They continued, her friends just want her to be happy. We've seen them break up, get back together, break up, get back together, and it's like, we just want her to stick to her decision and just enjoy her effing life. You're so successful. You've come so far in your career. Just enjoy your life. Cardi B and Offset married in 2017, and in addition to their unborn child, share 2 children, daughter Culture and son Wave. So again, it's the dad going cheating. Like, oh my goodness, like, he has to have something. Allegedly, Offset was spotted out on a date with another woman who goes by the name Pretty Red, and the woman is actually 8 months pregnant. He's alleging that it's not his baby and that she's pregnant by another man, but in all honesty, I don't really know why a married man would be out on a date or doing anything one-on-one with a woman who is 8 months pregnant and that pregnancy is not by his doing. What is y'all thoughts on that? Please let me know. All in all, I think this is a long time coming. Good for Cardi B for standing up for herself. Like I said in my baby mama failed video, I will never down talk a woman for leaving her situation, whether it be a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship or even a marriage, and even if it leaves her a single mother or whatever it may be, because I think it's best to be single and having to raise your kids versus being in an active environment with a man who doesn't respect you. But ladies, we have got to start vetting these men a lot better. There's nothing a guy with 3 baby mothers and 3 kids before you can do for you. There's nothing a man who cheats on you throughout pregnancy, throughout marriage, and just has always cheated is going to do for you. A tiger does not change his stripes. And I wish Cardi B would have seen that, because I feel like, yes, part of Offset's infidelities has affected her career, but I truly do hope that now, if she leaves and stands on business, we can get this album. I said that we were never going to get it. They're saying it's still going to drop this year and there's going to be no delay. I anticipate that. I hope it comes out, and I truly hope that it was a learning lesson, but in the end, I hope that she'll be fine and she's able to walk away with a little bit more dignity, all of her respect back, and being far past Offset. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you think? What do you know? Let me know. If you haven't already, go stream all of my music. It is out on all platforms, and we have new songs that will be dropping in the next, it's August, so hey, stay tuned, one of these upcoming videos. Also, make sure you guys check out my vlog channel. The link is pinned down below. If you want to see a little bit more of me and my personal life, definitely subscribe to my vlog channel. I'm actually going to be posting a new vlog pretty soon, sometime this weekend. And lastly, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
But I got him about to go ham. Told you I'm a queen, better get the program. But he didn't get the picture, how to draw a diagram. If you grade me, I'm an A+. I know I be popping, I see why they watching. I see why they stalking and suck these. Cause with ease, I will bring heat. Now you effed up, saying OGs. Now I hate you, and I spoke to you, so I jade you. I Little John, I'm KKK'd you. I'm on fire, so I bring that flame to. S-E-Y-N-E is my name too. I'm the one you could pay that check to. I'm the one you gon' pay respect to. Yes, ma'am. Goddamn, and me killing it wasn't an accident. So damn right, yeah.